still get pills. I'm aiming for wigs, so I'm aiming to kill. Set up in the men's, don't give a fuck, you can still get drilled. All I wanna do is crush that porn. My niggas them told me make peace before you go to war. I said fuck that, I wanna drill now and then drill some more. Smoke my man in the face, yeah that point got scored. Couldn't give a toss about law, niggas no CP. More time if it was done by the 7, it was done by me. I ride for my G's, put my heart on the streets. So if you see me, that's not my teeth. So chat tough and I'm spinning round. Ask the ops how that spin the sounds. When I spin the bangs, try and know that's a nigga down. And where I'm from, we always know to keep things around. All the risks that the team be taking. That's why my nigga Nero's money.
What's good? What's good? We've got in the house. Nobody. It says 2 watching. If you're out there, salute to you anyway. Just thought I'd come on here. Mr. Johnson, you dusty ass nigga. It's popping, Mike. You good? Straight fighter, salute, Josh. How are you, brother? Hey, Loz, what's up, man? Haven't seen... No, I'll have to go and check it out, brother. To be honest, mate, I haven't been on YouTube a lot just lately. But I'll go back after this and check it out. I hope you're good out there. How are you, Mike? You alright, brother? What's it, Mike Paul? Yeah, I'm good. Oh, cool. If you want a link, Mike, you're more than welcome to get on. You know that. I just thought I'd jump on here for half an hour. Just quickly talk about this fight. As you know, I've not been on here for a while. Since the Wilder Fury fight. Underground Asylum, salute to you, bro. Hope you're good. Salute to you, Will Magic Man. Salute, Will. Hope you're good, brother. Just quickly want to talk about this fight. You can send it. All right, Mike, I'll send you a quick link, yeah? Just one sec. Gmail. Just get Mike's details up. Sending it now, Mike. So just check your email, bro. Yeah, it's sent it now. So yeah, just quickly, just thought I'd jump on for a while. I've not been on here for a bit. Talking about this Caleb Plant fight and Canelo Alvarez. How I see that fight going, I just can't see Plant winning it. Nitty G, salute to you, bro. I hope you're good. I want Caleb Plant to win it. I really do. And I think he's going to have a lot of success in the fight. But I just think Canelo's going to break him down. I think the later rounds towards like 10, 11, maybe 9, 10, 11, I think he's quite a slow starter, Canelo is. I just can't see. Oh, I might see it now. Salute, Mike.
Yo, dusty ass nigga.
Mr. Johnson, you dusty ass nigga. What's popping?
Oh shit, what's up, Laws? What's popping, man? Sure.
Yeah, it's been a long time, Mike.
Yeah. But we back.
Yeah. So how do you see this fight tonight, Mike?
Man, I don't know, man. You know, if Caleb can show that so-called good defense that people keep showing clips of, you know, it just all depends on, you know, just staying away from them big shots from Canelo, you know.
Yeah.
And seeing how far you can push the guy before you get tired. But Caleb Plant, I don't know, man. I don't think he got no business trying to fight this Canelo guy in the inside. You know, even though he's the bigger guy, but he just doesn't have that same wallop, you know, of a punch. So
yeah, I think he'll be the toughest one of his. I think he'll definitely be the toughest one of all who held all 4 of the belts. I was listening to the OG yesterday, and KQ was saying something about he did that. Caleb Plant was on about saying he's going to stand and trade with him, which I think if he does do that, I think that's a bit of a dumb thing, don't you think?
All he got is he better stay away from that damn hook.
Mm.
That's what he better stay away from. He end up like Billy Dope Sanders,
Yeah. I think
or
so, Mike.
or should I say Billy My Eye Sanders?
Billy, my eyes under. Well, Magic Man's put. I think Plant will take the first few rounds, but Canelo will find the range and then destroy him. Yeah, I think so. Well, I think so. I mean, I don't know. It's just see, I can't. I've only seen Caleb Plant fight a few times, Mark. I've not seen a lot of his fights, but I saw. I think it was his second to last fight against the German guy, that Vincent. Is it Vincent Weigenbock or something he was called? And I wasn't impressed with him. But I mean, we all have bad days and good days at the office, don't we? So you can't really go off that. But Canelo's just I don't know, mate. Don't know. That's what I think. Um, what time's it on over there, Mike?
I don't even know. I'm just gonna scream the fuck out of it.
Yeah, yeah,
I ain't got
yeah,
no time for that shit, man. You
yeah.
know.
But it's on BT pay per view over here, which I thought was a bit odd because don't Canelo fight on the zone?
He fights wherever the hell he want to fight. He not
Yeah,
exclusive to the zone. But I'm just trying to tell folks, man. You know, I don't understand how they can put it on pay per view up over there, and when y'all got to stay up that damn late. That's like fucking sinister.
well, yeah. All of your fights. So come on over here late, Mike. I'm not staying up to watch it, mate. I mean, I could get it on my Fire Stick, but I'm not staying up to watch it. I'll watch it in the morning.
On a replay. I don't
Mm,
blame you. If you up,
yeah.
you up. You not, you not. You ain't worried about it.
No, well, I stayed up for the Wilder fight, Mike, and man, I was fucked the next day. I stayed up 6 o'clock in the morning when I went to bed. I got up at 12 the next day, lunchtime. Michael was fucking rotten all day, and even on the Monday when I went to work. So I'm not putting myself through that again.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the best thing to do is like to sleep and then wake up, but then it just
Mm,
fucks up with your whole sleep pattern. So it's like, that's what I'm saying is like, that's fucking ridiculous.
yeah, it was worth it though. It was definitely worth staying up for the
Yeah.
Wilder Fury fight. That
Good fights.
brilliant fight, mate. Best heavyweight fight I've seen in the last 15 years. That was
Yeah. And
by
they
far.
had some good fights that night too.
Mm. I missed some of the undercards because my lad was on the fucking Xbox, so I had to wait for him to fuck off and go to bed. I don't mean it like that, but I mean, go to sleep. I had to
Yeah.
say to him, right, enough's enough now, get to bed. I stayed up and watched it. But man, yeah, it was a good fight, wasn't it, Mike?
Yeah, man. And like I said, it's like they didn't make it a stinker of a night. They
No,
they put on other they actually had a fucking card, and you know
yeah,
and that's what made it all good for me. I was watching the fight, and I was on Watcher's channel, so I was live with him for a bit, you
yeah, I
know.
was on there myself for a bit earlier on.
Right.
ABN, salute to you, bro. Salute, good brother. Um, yeah, so if he wins, what do you think Canelo will do, Mike, if he does win?
If Canelo wins,
Yeah. Think
you
he'll stay
know,
at that weight, or do you think he'll move up, or what?
no, I don't think he'll move. He gonna have to give. I don't know if they have a rematch clause, but I would assume they do. Like
Yeah,
like if they don't have a rematch clause, man. Well, if Canelo doesn't have a rematch clause, man, it's like it's I wouldn't let him if I was his manager promoter.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But it's like he's confident that the judges will favor him more and all these other things. So it's kind of like if you don't have a rematch clause, I can see why not.
yeah. Mike, let me ask you a question. If you was Plant, right, bro, how would you fight Canelo?
How would
How
I
would
fight Canelo?
yeah? Who do you think's got the better boxing skills?
I think they pretty much. I don't think it's all about boxing skills necessarily. I think Canelo does a better job at um. I think Canelo does a better job at studying his opponents than a lot of other fighters and actually executing with that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's not like he's doing the the best of all worlds and all this stuff. He's losing rounds left and right and all this stuff. So I don't I would put him right there with Plant because it's just the way I see it.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you think? Do you think he's obviously doing that when because he's a slow starter, isn't he? Do you think?
well, some of these guys ain't slow starters. Is that's
Yeah,
that's
but
that's their strategy.
yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying. He's like I say. That's what I think. Like he did with Billy Joe Saunders, didn't he? He started very slow, and then as the rounds go on, he picks up the pace bit by bit, bit by
Well,
bit.
that's what Canelo's mentor showed him. You don't have to
Yeah.
you don't have to exert all this energy to score points.
Oh
You
no, yeah.
know, and he get you to them later rounds.
Mm,
Sixth, seventh round, and you can't do shit but lose the rest of those rounds.
yeah. Just let me read these few comments quickly. Salute to you, ABN. Hope you're good out there, brother. Well, Magic Man's put Canelo is number one pound for pound. If not, then who is? Excluding the heavyweights. Um, well, I don't know. Who would you say if Canelo win? It's got to be Bud, hasn't he? Or someone like that. Bud or Spence for me. It's got to
Yeah, I
be.
don't, I don't know. I don't know what Canelo's gonna do because he's just all over the place, and I know he likes to sing "Payday." Everybody wants payday, whatever, man. But at the end of the day,
Mm.
a lot of these boxers will be eating out here if you fought them.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah.
I don't see him fighting Bud or Spence after this. I seriously think that
No, I mean
he's going
pound for pound, like.
for
Um,
pound for pound.
yeah,
That
just
but
let me go on.
I mean pound for pound. I don't even put nobody at number one no more because for a long time because these motherfuckers ain't fighting no each other.
Yeah,
It's like everybody knows who's the top guys in their pound for pound list, and none of them are fighting each other.
yeah. Just let me read these comments quick, Mike. There's a couple of comments I just want to read.
Mm.
ABN's put Plant gets KO'd in the 10th. Plant has to stay on the move. Is his only hope and get lucky. Yeah, I agree with that 100. Gil Cole's main man. Salute to you, bro. Hope you had a good birthday, Gil. And then ABN's put don't count pound for pound for Canelo because he got caught with a banned substance. Yeah, true. That's very true. Uh, DO double G, salute to you, bro. Hope you got out there. You have to get back to me, dog, about that Clarissa Shields fight. Let me know how much the tickets are, brother. Because he wants me up. She's fighting in Birmingham, but it's only an hour drive from me. Ricky, salute to you, brother. Hope you're good, Rick. I haven't seen you for a while. Gil's put, I got Canelo in 8. Yeah, I'm going for the later rounds, Gil. I'm going to say 9 or 10. Um, Appreciate you, Loz. Yeah, you're welcome, brother. Didn't Nallo duck undisputed at 160? Now he's part. Yeah, he did. Well, yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah, yeah. Because he
I
certainly
mean,
didn't want to fight
that's
the Charlos, did he?
I mean that's what I'm saying is like, you know, and the good thing is, uh, he's not going to get any faster. You know what I'm saying? He's only going to get older. You know what I'm saying? And eventually he will have to fight somebody,
Yeah,
and it's not going to be a good night. I mean, I understand why. Let's if Kovalev, like, listen, because I keep trying to tell folks this. You know, look at Kovalev, right? He has this big case to where he breaks this bitch off and her friend and kicks the damn dog,
mm,
right?
yeah,
And he goes to court for that shit, and he loses, and he gets told he has to pay all this money. Then he has another case to where he gets caught on the airline grabbing on a flight attendant.
yeah,
Then
yeah,
and then he defaults on the first judgment with the lady he beat her ass, right? And so now the judge made him pay more money, and he has two fights during that time. And I keep trying to tell people, why the fuck do you think they put him in there short notice with Canelo? Short notice with all that shit on his shoulders, knowing he need that motherfucking money.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
where he at now? Nowhere to be seen. And if Kovalev with all that shit, short notice, with all that shit going surrounding him, and God knows what else, can get up in there and win a whole bunch of rounds against Canelo.
yeah. That, yeah, I agree with what dog. Yeah, dogs. But I keep calling him DOWG's. But Cov needed the money, made the deal to lose. Yeah,
I mean,
downright.
it just doesn't seem right. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
Mike
saying?
James 616. Salute to you, brother. My bad, Mike. Go on, bro.
And it wasn't a little bit of money. It was like I forget what it was, but that shit hurt.
Mm,
It was more than some of his fight purses. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And you have to understand, he ain't getting all of the fight purse. He's got to pay these manager,
Oh no.
promoter,
Yeah.
whoever, and then the guys back in his home country. You know what I'm saying? So it's it in taxes. So that's why I try to tell people is like, if Kovalev with all that stuff could do that, and come in to fight short notice, didn't even have a real good time to prepare.
No, he didn't, did he?
So I think he had like what 3 weeks,
Something like that. Yeah.
something stupid, and
Yeah.
he could get up in there and do that. And and Plant got some time. I mean, he does he does got some nice hands. He does from time to time have some nice defense, but Canelo has some nice defense too. Canelo got some nice hands. Canelo hits harder, and from all we know, Canelo's a better studier.
Yeah. Uh, ABN's put lots. You think this is a check for Plant, and the first chance Plant gets, he takes it. Uh, takes a dive, aka Adam Yildirim. Yildirim, yeah. Advil or whatever he's called, Yildirim, yeah. Could be, yeah. I just don't see Caleb Plant doing it, mate. I just don't. Uh, DOG's put, he's just fought that before. Who has? I've missed what he's on about. Ricky's put, Loz, I'm good, bro. Plant looks good for the first 6 rounds. I got Canelo KO. Yeah, me too, Ricky. I've just said that. Round 9, 10, or 11. I listened to TJ Boxing today. He did a good prediction video on it. And I agreed with everything what TJ said. He said Plant's going to have success in the early parts of the fight, and then like we've just been saying, I think Canelo is going to break him down. But a lot of people, though, Mike, a lot of people are saying that I've been just this week. I've been zipping in and out of a few channels, and a lot of people are saying don't sleep on Plant. They're saying don't sleep on him. You know, a lot of people, especially Americans, a lot of the Americans are giving him um, a good chance to beat him. Dogs put Cov fought that Nello fight. Yeah, yeah. And the knockdown was fucking terrible, wasn't he? It looked like someone had shot Kovalev the way he went down, how he slumped. What if Nello can't knock him down? He did with well, yeah, with Triple G. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good
that's
point,
another one
man.
too, Loss.
Yeah, Spruce goes, salute OG, salute to you.
What's up, Bruce? What's happening, pimping?
Hey, Mike, just quickly going off subject because I wanted to talk about this with you. What the fuck's going on with Dylan White and this Otto Wowling? I mean, I haven't
They
been
signed a fucked up. Otto Wallen signed a fucked up contract. That's what the fuck happened.
because I've not
And
really looked into it, Mike. I just know the
and
fight was off.
and that's what people got to understand. He signed a fucked up contract, and Edward Hearn said it. He's like, "Oh, that's not a problem with getting out of that fight. Oh, it's not a problem. We can fight whoever we want." And so it's like, and that's why I tell people, man, y'all people, these boxers, man, they got to keep their game tight, especially when you're an outsider like Alan Walin
Yeah,
and trying to fight in another country, dude. You can't be letting these dudes um, sign up for a fight and then get hurt, injured, allegedly, and get out of a fight.
I feel sorry for him. I do, man.
For who?
Like Bruce Ghost just put, Otto got screwed bad. Yeah, he did. And then
Yeah.
DOG's put what White did was unsporting. Yeah, it was because now
I'm,
Otto's been tossed to the back of the fucking queue now, and there's still no proof of this shoulder injury. I mean, did you see the pictures, Mike? Him in
I mean,
hospital with all that. Hey,
even if they showed proof of his shoulder injury, it could come from anybody's fucking X-ray. You know what I'm saying?
oh, I know, but
You know,
no, I'm not on about like that. Well, yeah, that's very true. Yeah, that's very true.
you know,
But
no
what I'm
nobody
saying
knew
is,
this dude was injured. Nobody. You
no,
didn't hear
no,
about no. You didn't hear. Hold up. You didn't hear about him getting hurt and cap nothing. All it was that they went to go. He didn't. Dylan White even said it. Said he didn't think nothing of it. Edward Hearn made me go, oh shit, this doesn't sound right. And then I don't blame you for getting your fighter a better fight, but don't
yeah,
shake nobody's hand, right? And sign a contract and write the contract in a way to where it makes the whole general public even make the whole general public believe that this guy doesn't have an injury.
I know, but yeah, but what I'm saying is, did you see? I'm going to read the comments in a minute. Did you see the picture of him though? What they put up? There was a picture of him in an hospital bed with all like drips and loads of tubes going in him, and he's like waving, and he had this big patch over his shoulder. And I looked at him and thought, "Fucking hell! Since when does anyone ever go to hospital with a shoulder injury and they've got like tubes sticking in them and a great big fucking patch on the shoulder? It was like he'd been shot or stabbed or something." Man, you've got a shoulder injury. Well, alleged shoulder injury. But that shit was pathetic. And then last week he was at the zone fight, and he come out say doing that. Who do you want me to fight? Otto Wowling or Tyson Fury? Just let me read these comments quick. DOG's put you have to do a contract backwards now, or what it has sorted out. All what ifs have to be sorted out first. Facts. Bruce Goes has put, what about all the money he lost from the 12-week training camp, sparring partners, and what about the B side? Exactly, Bruce. Well, Magic Man's put, Otto dragged his gloves across Fury's cut eye in the image. It's the image I always see when I hear Wileen mention. Yeah, exactly. DOG's put, what did they need to... I don't know. DOG. That's what I'm saying. There was a picture of it. I saw a picture of it, and it might have been in the newspaper, or it might have been on a boxing web page on Facebook. It wasn't on YouTube. It was on some web page or something, or the newspaper. but he was in hospital. It was like as if it was proper stage, Mike. Like, do you know what I mean? Like some
Yeah.
stage. It was fucking awful. He's got no top on. He's in bed, and he's got some great big ass fucking patch over the top of his shoulder. Try on two wheels. Salute to you, bro. He's put Plant will win tonight. Also, Ty's going for Caleb Plant. I hope Plant does win. I really do. I do. I do. I really do. I just can't see. But I'll come back to that, Ty, in a minute. I hope
Yeah.
you're good anyway, brother.
So, oh,
Yeah,
go ahead.
so
Long
Mike,
reason.
the
Yeah.
picture was fucking farce, man. It was farce.
I mean, I'm just like, that's the reason why, people really do call this guy Scamming Eddie,
Yeah, yeah,
and I don't blame him from the way he wrote the contract, but that depending on what's in the contract, what's malicious and what's not malicious. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Like, you can't say that nobody can say that it doesn't look like that way. And the reason why he's talking about who do you guys want me to fight next is because now he wants the general public to make a decision. So it lightens the blow. It takes the takes it off of his shoulders because if they can make people say they don't give a fuck about the whole situation, about time Dillian White he deserved this shot and this and the third. Well, if you looked at it, if that contract was written so easy for Dillian White to get out of that, how come Edward Hearn, right, through all his good penmanship and his astute fucking knowledge of contractual agreements,
yeah,
how come he never gave Dillian White the right resources to get a championship fight? Because we all know that motherfucking belt that he had all that time, what was it, the silver or whatever, didn't make
yeah,
him the mandatory. But they sure did try to lie to the general public that it made him that. And so that's the reason why I blame it on Isla Wildlands people.
yeah,
Whoever was in there was supposed to be in there to represent them. And I hope it wasn't Edward Hearn. But yeah, his people fucking screwed him bad.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm going to read these comments in a minute, but just quickly, yeah. Um, that's a fact, that is, Mike. And the thing is, as well, bro. The thing is, as well. I sort of think he knew that he knew. Not I wouldn't say Dillian White, but Edward Earn definitely knew that it was going to be announced that Suleiman was gonna announce that Fury would fight White. Because if you think about it, Mike, it wasn't even what was it, a couple of days or a week or so, at least only a week, that Suleiman come out with that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, but
and now Fast Eddie's pushing like a mofo. I mean, if you flip the coin, Mike, if you think about it, I can see where they're coming from because fighting Otto Wiley or Violin, however you say it, that's a potential banana skin. There's no guarantee. That's why I wanted to see the fight so bad, Mike, because there was no guarantee. There was no guarantee that he was going to beat Violin. And if he would have beaten him, he would have made Otto would have made him work for it. It was a very
right.
interesting fight. Can I just read these comments quick, Mike?
Yep.
DOG's put a contract must start off as if you pull out of the fight. Compensation must be the next fight must get their independent doctor report. Yep. And the fight must be rescheduled within 6 months. Facts. Bruce is asking you who you've got tonight for the Canelo fight, Mike.
I don't know. When the flight gets a little close, then I'll pick somebody. But
All right.
but with the contract that he was talking about, it's
Yeah.
not going to say it's not going to say anything. It's not going to say it like that. You know, They always have addendums for unforeseeable fucking shit. And somebody getting injured is an unforeseeable um, event. And they always have those in there for rescheduling. And the reason why they have that type of stuff in there because no matter what you're doing, if you're doing contracts, you the contract should always be written that both sides are going to do their best part of abiding by the fucking contract. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? It's like and that's what the law dictates. And these guys, that's not what they do. They because why the fuck would you make a fight with Otto Wallin, right?
Yeah.
right after the Wilder, or before it, or whatever it was supposed to be, right? Wilder and Fury, right? Knowing
Hmm.
now well that Dillian White needs all the time in the world to get in fucking shape, and
Yeah,
we
yeah,
all
yeah.
know he wasn't.
Yeah, yeah.
We all knew
Hey,
that mother. We all knew that fat motherfucker, that jerk chicken,
motherfucker.
oxtail eating. You know what I'm saying? Plantain eating. You know what I'm saying? Manish water drinking. You know what I'm saying? Cow skins eating ass motherfucker. We all
Yeah,
knew he wasn't ready. He never
yeah.
ready.
He he would have fucking he would have give him that work, man. Otto would like DOG's just, but they didn't want Fury while into Otto while in. He fucking pushed for that second fight with Fury. Fury didn't want that smoke with him, and to be fair, Mike, fuck it. Like I say, Mike, I can sort of see where they're coming from because he was a potential banana skin for Dillian White, and mate, he didn't want to take that risk again like he did against Povetkin. You know, getting
Yeah.
laced out like he did against Povetkin. Because if he had done, Mike, his career would have fucking. Well, we all know he would have had a rematch, but there was no guarantee that he would have beat him. It was an interesting fight. I just want to read these comments quick. Uh, Tied on two wheels is put, if Plant sticks to the game, Canelo can't win. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is what I mean. I've not seen enough of Caleb Plant to 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 make that type of judgment. I do want him to win, though. I really do.
Right.
I do. I want Caleb Plant to win. And I tell you a fight I always wanted to see, Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders. I think that's a good fight. I think that's a good fight. If but if Billy ain't, I don't know. Dogs DOG's put fair enough, but but I'd put a clause no other mandate to interfere with a scheduled fight, including Mandos or Undisputed. Yeah, White in Portugal, he's on the juice check on his IG. Eddie screwed. Brucey's put Eddie screwed Wild. Yeah, he did. He did. How good is Canelo on the back foot? DOG's put. Well, I don't know. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a good point.
Yeah,
Canelo. I've never seen Canelo on the
and
back foot. Only
but that's
coming
my
forward.
thing, Laws. Why fucking Portugal? You see what I'm saying? Why
Say
Portugal? Why
again.
you up over there?
Why what?
Why Portugal? Why you been training in Portugal for the last 2 3 years? Why? Why Portugal? You know what I'm saying?
I
Is there
don't know,
something that
Mike.
you could take over there out of competition to get away with it? Is
Could
is
be.
it is you hiding from UCAD? Why Portugal?
I don't know. I don't know, Mike. They seem to the British. Some of the British fighters seem to train in Portugal or Marbella in Spain. They seem to. A lot of them seem to go over there. Cal Brookhouse used to train in Marbella.
We all. I mean, I'm just saying, it's like something ain't right.
Well, we all know with Dillian White. We all know with White something's not right because we've never seen that B sample, and we've never seen this fucking. I don't know. He's a frustrating man, Dillian White. Never seen that B sample. I've never seen this fucking shoulder injury. Like Otto Violin wants proof of it. It was a potential banana skin. Mickey Dub, salute, Mick. I hope you're good, brother. Hope you're good, Mickey. DLG's put take one look at him and you'll know why. He's a funny man, Dillian White. I don't know.
Pretty much.
He's a funny man. He's a mystery man to me, Mike. He, he frustrates me, and then he doesn't. Then he does. Then he doesn't. He's like now, Mike. He's gone like how AJ is now, like a company man. Like he's just thinking of money, and you know what I mean. We all know that he's had chances to fight for belts, and he's turned them down. I mean, he turned AJ down, didn't he? Because he said they were offering him lowball money for what he would have got. He got more fighting Chisora.
Yeah, not the first time. I mean,
No,
no, because the second,
no,
no,
the
the
second
second
time.
time, no, it was 5 million. That's what.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got 7 million against Chisora for the second time, and
No,
AJ
no.
and Earn,
Chisora walked up to him. He said, what do you want?" And he said, "You want 5 million?" He said, "Yeah, I take 5."
he got 7, Mike.
I don't. I think. I think the motherfuckers be lying. Something ain't right. That motherfucker he
Well,
agreed on 5 on tape
Plant,
on wax.
tie on two wheels. He's put Plant style is all wrong for Canelo. I hope so.
I
If
mean,
like
it's
what?
not. I don't think it's the style that's what's gonna get him. I think it's really the fucking what do you call it? I think it's just this. Like I said, he's the dude studies these cats, and
Mm,
he get and he's that's the only thing that's been keeping him alive. He's been studying these cats, and you can't allow Canelo to 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 fight in this comfortable distance because that's what he's been doing. Coming forward a little bit, going back, moving around, getting you to move your legs, hit you, come forward a little bit, boop, 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 boop. He finds his distance. You know what I'm saying? And these fighters gotta understand they can't be letting this dude just do what the fuck you want to do. You gotta disrupt that shit, man.
yeah, yeah,
Is it that you get your ass whooped for 12 rounds or get knocked out? Or you make this dude feel fucking uncomfortable about when it's time for him to start swinging. Make him look like AB and hide them hands.
yeah. Thing is, though, Mike, Canelo's flat-footed as well, isn't he?
Well. You,
I
you
think
know,
so.
don't you know the flat footedness doesn't bother me. You know, because it only bothered me if you wasn't fast on your fucking feet.
Yeah,
That'd be
but
the only that'd that'd be like um that'd be like getting on Dillian White for being flat footed. Yeah,
yeah, but
he shouldn't fight nobody flat footed because he's already slow.
yeah. The thing is, I always remember Cali saying one thing, and this is very true about Canelo. Canelo only likes people who were flat-footed themselves and who are slow, who can't move out of the way, because he does use them as a punching bag. Like Callum Smith when he fought him, he was just a walking punching bag. He couldn't get out of the way. You know, when he fought fighters like Lara and that, he struggles with fighters like that. What
Mm.
are your thoughts on? Yeah, we can talk about what you say, Mike.
No, I was just saying.
Yeah, Ricky's put. What's your thoughts on the Sean Porter versus Crawford fight? That's a fuck. I'm looking forward to that.
It's tackling time.
Yeah, I've got Bud on that. I mean, I was talking to Stormy a few weeks back about it. Um, Stormy was saying um, that Bud's gonna do a number on him on Porter, and I had to disagree. But to be honest, Mike, the more I think about it, I think he's I think Stormy's right. I think he might just get. I think Bud might just give him a good ass whooping. I always had Bud to win on a unanimous decision, but I just I think if I can remember right, I think Stormy was saying that he might even get knocked out, but I don't know about that. I'm not too sure about that because Porter's got a cast iron chin, hasn't he? Mickey Dubs, but if plants, if I like plants what's but convictions. But I feel Canelo takes it. If it goes to 12 rounds, they will. Yeah, if they go to 12 rounds, they will give it to Canelo. Oh God, yeah. Plant's got to knock him out, hasn't he, Mike, or whip his ass every round.
You
He's
said
got.
what?
I'm saying Plant's got to knock him out, or do a number on him.
Well,
Because if it
I
goes to
put
the
it to you like
scorecard,
this. I put it to you like this. If it's close, I can see the the judges favoring Canelo. But if it ain't
yeah, that's
close
what I'm saying.
and they pull, if it ain't close and they pull this shit tonight,
Mm.
um, I don't think it's gonna end well. Uh, for these boxing commission, it ain't gonna end well tonight.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
because like I said earlier, like I said in one of my videos, I've been harping about Dillian White suing the WBC a long time ago, and or putting his career in his own hands and stop letting Edward Hearn be at the wheel. And I was proud of Dillian White when he sued the WBC, for some
yeah,
information.
yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of other boxers need to start doing when shit like this happens. They need to start fuck the 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 arbitrations and the mediations. If you got to go that route first, go ahead and do it. But those investigations that they're doing ain't good enough. People need to start suing these guys. People need to start going to congressmen and congresswomen, and congressmen and women, and start having some hearings on these guys, because or pay somebody. If you're a multi-millionaire, pay somebody $100,000 to do a comprehensive investigation and
Yeah,
private investigation on these guys, so you can blow these guys out of the water. Because if you get cheated today, you're gonna get cheated tomorrow. If you get cheated today, when you a boxer, when later on in your boxing career, when it's said and done, when you a trainer or you're a promoter or you're a manager, whatever it could be, or you got fighters, it's gonna happen then too. Then what you gonna do?
mm.
Then then it's too late, because you could have been this shit in the butt.
That's what fucking Otto needs to do. He's
Yeah,
got to get some compensation because he's been screwed. He has big time.
yeah,
Because end of the day, Mike, if he fucking hell, if he had beaten Dillian White, he'd have been made mandatory for the WBC.
and couldn't nobody do nothing about it.
Exactly. But now he's been screwed, and he'll probably never get that chance again, unless he works his way up through the ranking system. Hey, Mike, that's what I was going to ask you. What's this? I've heard of. Is this true? Is Wilder going after the WBA way? Is he
Well,
going
I was
after?
gonna do a video on that, but I'm gonna let you know that I was gonna do a video on that.
Yeah,
And I don't think Wilder can't even. I don't even think Wilder can really go that route. Um, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because uh, Frezo Quendo and Don King are both suing the WBA.
oh right,
You see what I'm saying? They both
yeah,
suing the WBA. Frezo Quendo is. If you want to talk about a fighter um getting done dirty, it's Frezo Quendo. Dillian White ain't got shit on that shit. Cause this dude had people from Lucas Brown to a couple other fighters. I think he had like 3 fights where people popped. And the
yeah.
WBA kept pushing it back. And the WBA actually skipped him twice and made other people fight for the mandatory.
That's disgusting.
And
That's fucking disgusting.
and uh and then who's that guy? Is it Trevor Bryant? Yeah, Trevor
Yeah,
Bryant. That
yeah.
Don King is suing on his behalf. And they're saying that they're supposed to have a shot. You
That's
see what I'm saying?
disgusting. Man.
And I'm gonna try to get it to where I can show both of these hearings live on my YouTube channel while they live, so everybody
Yeah.
can hear it. And that's the reason why I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. The only way
Hey,
they can
man, you'll
probably,
have to dig in for the docs for that, bro.
huh?
You'll have to dig in and get the documents for that, bro. That'd be interesting.
I already have them.
Oh, you've got them, have you? You
Yeah,
never let me down, do you?
yeah. I already have them. I already read this shit. I just got fucked up bad memory. I can remember some of this shit, but I can't
You have
remember
to
a lot of
send
shit, man.
you
And
have to send them to me, Mike. I'd like to read
oh
them.
yeah,
That'd
most
be in-
definitely. I send them to you. And
oh, top man. That'd
and,
be
and it,
interesting, that, Mike.
oh yeah, yeah. It's interesting to read because you when we see bad judging now and these things that you see with gloves and people insinuating hand wraps and all
Fake
this stuff
injuries
and the
and shit.
cushioning of the mats and all this stuff. Then you hear about these. There's got to be some type of collusion with these stationary bodies with somebody, man. And nobody as of right now has made a real claim to a correlation, like a bona fide fucking correlation between these boxing organizations and somebody. They haven't.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I said bona fide, not like I believe and this and the third. I'm talking about bona fide, like that shit is corruption to where, whether or not it's some private citizen or whoever, something got to be made from it.
They're, they're all fucking corrupt though, Mike, aren't they? There's only, to be honest, Mike, the IBF belt is the only one really. What I think is a legit belt now. What means anything? Because WBC is a fucking absolute joke. We know that's now come straight off the back of a cereal packet. If you win that, the WBA is a fucking joke. The WBO's a joke. The flipping IBO means more than belts now.
Well, laws. This is the way I put it. You know, these sanctioning bodies is only these sanctioning bodies. Their worth is only is their worth is measured by how these boxers individually wear them,
Yeah.
wear those belts, because there's too many people not wearing them properly. How the fuck is you sagging with a belt, showing your ass crack? It's your dirty draw.
Fucking hell, yeah.
That's how I see it. Some of these guys is really fucking holding it, got their pants up right. You know what I'm saying? And wearing their belt properly. Some of these guys they ain't wearing their belt properly. They sagging past their fucking ass crack with doo-doo shame showing.
It's a load of shit, though, isn't it? I mean, it's like that franchise shit with with Teofimo Lopez and Devonaney, all that shit. What's
Oh,
going on? Do you know what
yeah,
I mean?
I put it to you like this, Law. This is how sick it is, right?
I
We can
feel
see
sorry
bad
for
porn.
Devonaney, me.
Yeah, man. I mean, I would have sued, but you
Mm.
if you, I put it like this, I'm not gonna get into who's right and who's wrong with this, but I'm just gonna say this. Rolly, Mr. Whip his dick out, Romero,
Rolly's a fucking
Mr.
clown,
Whippet,
yeah.
right? The flat,
Yeah.
aka the motherfucking flasher, right?
Yeah, in that
He
big
can
ass bear coat.
literally have allegations and get his fight taken away. But these sanctioning bodies, they
Yeah.
can have card at the card every given Saturday, every given Friday, sometimes Thursday, sometimes Monday. Have a fucking horrendous fucking card. I mean, scorecards.
Yeah, yeah.
Horrendous. And nobody fucking says shit.
Yeah, no one bats an eyelid, do they?
All these boxers out there, besides like Fox and Michael, they say something. But all these big guys, a lot of them. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
maybe there's some ones or two, but they ain't saying shit.
Yeah, but you know why though, Mike, don't you? Because they're all on the fucking gravy train, bro. It's like these YouTube channels. These guys who interview fighters. They only ask the questions what the public or what the casuals want to hear or what the fighters want to hear. They won't ask them the real fucking questions what the fans want to hear. Do you know what I mean? Because if they do, they never get the chance to interview them fighters again.
Mm.
You know, you know, Blue Blood Sports is a prime example. That time when he was trying to interview Anthony Joshua, that time
Yeah.
when Fat Dusty Miller pushed him, and Blue Blood said something, and next thing you know, he got fucking security guy throwing a bottle of water on him, and then he's lost access to be able to interview him. That's how they are, Mike. That's how they operate. Because I'm going to read your question in a mentai. If you ask, right, if you're a Raw channel, right, Mike, and you know if you get the chance or you get access to a fighter and you ask him a proper question, what's going to make him uncomfortable or put him on the spot, then you just get cast aside. But them channels what are there to fucking lick ass and fucking and ask the stupid questions, what the casuals what are here, they're on the gravy train, Mike. They're getting paid. And it means if they ask these soft ass questions, then they get the chance to come back and ask them, interview them further on down the line in future. Do you know what I mean? It's just the way it is. Tie on two wheels is put. I'm not a white fan, but when someone says they are hurt, I no longer second guess them. Remember, Spence just had to silence the entire world. Yeah. Good point, Ty. DOG's put. And now look at AJ begging to be liked. Payback as a motherfucker. Yes, yeah. That's what I mean. It's fucking mad, mate. It's mad. That's what I mean. I don't know, Mike. This boxing game's a fucking farce, bro. It really is a farce. You know, like you were just on about Rowley. He's got his whether or not he did do it, I don't know, Mike. But he's not fighting now, and like you say, they can do these horrendous scorecards and shit like that, and no one bats an eyelid, do they, bro?
Yeah. So
It's fucked up.
back to the guy who said he don't second guess something when somebody's hurt because look at Spence. I'm gonna tell you one thing. People can insinuate whatever they want to about Spence, but you cannot. There wasn't no circumstances for him not to take that fucking fight. There wasn't. There was no reason for Spence not to take that fight unless he was injured. And let's just keep it real. If people want to insinuate that he wanted to sit out from a big ass payday because he was scared about losing against him. But look at all the other fighters he fought. We're talking about a 42-year-old man now that cannot move like he used to. I'm just saying, like, who would fake an injury to fight for the fight Pacquiao? And we all seen what happened.
Yeah.
We all seen what happened. I'm just saying, it's like it doesn't that but this one right here with him, and you see the way he's been walking around and stuff like that, and they really don't ask Edward Hearn. Hey, Edward Hearn, if you were out of Wally, how would you be feeling right now if he
It's
signed
been done, Mike.
if he signed up with you to take care of him, and you just
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm going to read these comments, Mike. But the thing is, if Otto did sign up with Eddie'd just do what he did with fucking Luis Ortiz.
he
He
did
only
it
signed
with White.
Yeah, he only signed Luis Ortiz so that he didn't fucking fight AJ. We all know that. He put him in with Dave Allen. Poor Dave Allen that get a beating off him. Because fucking, you know what I mean? He didn't want to risk that chance because he was a banana skin for AJ, which he would have fucking schooled AJ Ortiz, would have. Schooled him and then knocked him out later on down maybe round 10. The OG's put, Spence had to show proof. I wonder why. Exactly. Tie on two wheels has put, that's going to be a great fight, Porter versus Crawford. Yeah, absolutely. I think so. And then he's put, no, DOG's put, everyone wants money, Bud included. Yeah, yeah. Gil Coles has put Spence ready for. Oh, Andrew 100, salute to you, bro. Salute. Yeah, Mike. I don't know, man. That's what I mean. Salute. He's fucking salute to you, Andrew 100. Hope you're good, brother. That's what I mean, Mike. It's bullshit, bro. He faked that injury, man. He ain't got no fucking shoulder injury, brother. He just didn't want to fucking fight Wilding because he was, like I say, it, it was that in my eyes it was a good fight. It was a 50-50 fight, that was. But I could, like I stress, I can see why they did it because he was a potential banana skin for him, a potential banana skin for Dillian White, and I don't think he wanted to take that risk again. But like I say, I feel that Otto's been fucking done in, man. That is, and it's wrong. He should get compensation for that. There's no proof of no injury. They ain't come out with no proof, no graphs or X-rays or anything. There should be a compensation for Otto, and the guy should be knocked up the ranking system in the top 5 or something, or to get a chance to fight. Ties, but man, he better stay where he is because he's that special sauce. Yeah, man, he don't want that fucking. Definitely don't want that Ugas sauce. Ugas was too hot for him, wasn't he, Mike? And then DOG's put how confident, convenient. He gets a shoulder injury and knows how many months it takes to heal. Just exactly, DOG. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what me and Mike were saying before. That was no bullshit. They knew that Suleiman was going to announce that Dillian White was going to be made number one. They knew that. They knew. Eddie's not thick, is he? Come on, man. The guy knows all the government sanctioning bodies. He knows them
Uh,
all. He
uh,
knew, Mike.
I tell you
Um,
how they knew. Can you hear me, Longs? I tell you
yeah,
how
I
they
can hear
know
you,
though.
bro. Yeah, I can hear you, bro. Go
Yeah.
on.
So, um, before the first Povetkin fight, Dillian White and WBC had a secret meeting.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
they
yeah.
basically said the winner of Fury, well, Fury Wilder will have to fight um Dillian White, and they have 30 days to negotiate a fight. And they did that as well. They
Yeah.
they met. They met up.
Of
And in
course,
a
Mike.
secret
Yeah.
meeting, and you know what I'm saying? And that's when you start to hear like the rumblings of things and the times and then like things start winding down a bit and they start pushing off on things because now they know that what they got what they wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Fact.
saying? And they can keep doing that shit if they want to, man.
It's
But
fucking
like I
wrong, though,
said,
Mike. It's wrong, bro.
eventually, huh?
I'm saying it's wrong, Mike. It's fucking wrong. They shouldn't be allowed to get away with this shit.
Shit, my shit breaking up, man. Hold up.
Yeah. What I'm saying, Mike, is it's wrong that they shouldn't be allowed to get like DOG's put. I bet he has a proper training camp. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it made me fucking laugh that some of the comments when he did the when he was on the zone the fights last week were on the zone. He came into the crowd saying, "Who do you want me to fight? Otto Wylin or Tyson Fury?" And then someone put, "Well, I seen him put his coat on when I was watching the TV. He got up and put his coat on, and he didn't look like he had a fucking shoulder injury." And I thought, yeah, he probably forgot. Probably forgot that TVs were there, and he just put his coat on and his shoulders all right. He fucking bullshit, that man. He never had no fucking shoulder injury. Absolute bollocks. DOG's put, if Wilder won, there would be no meeting. Yeah.
No, they had the meeting before the fight. They had that well before they had it before the fight was before the fight happened. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm.
and they was gonna they I think they would have took the Wilder fight as well, but But like I said,
He would have, Mike, and he'd have got laced out.
yeah, yeah,
He,
exactly. I think
he
they would
would
have
have.
took it, but that's one of those things. Is I don't, who the fuck is you to have like these weird meetings and shit like that, and be able to fight Oscar Rivas for the WBC mandatory, and Oscar Rivas just like leapfrogs a whole bunch of fucking people.
That's
Like,
what I mean, Mike. Right, Mike. Think back to when Fury, right, fought fucking Otto Wallin. He wasn't even ranked in the top 50. As soon as fucking it was announced, like officially announced that Fury was fighting him, he was ranked number fucking 15 in the world. Yeah,
right.
yeah, but before he wasn't even in the top 50. I always remember Tyrone telling me that. I always
Yeah, he
remember that.
wasn't. None of
Yeah,
those,
he
none of those
wasn't even
guys he
in the top
was.
50.
None of those guys was, and that's the disgusting part about it. Like,
Yeah,
if you can tell me whatever you want to about like, oh, who they fought and stuff like that. But if you're not in the top 15, you know,
Gabe, salute to you,
you got
Gabe.
to get an exemption from the boxing commission to fight him.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean, Mike. It's fucking bullshit, bro. And what I'm saying is, right, they shouldn't be allowed to get away with that. And Otto Violin should be paid compensation big time.
They
Because,
probably
like
already
you,
worked it out.
yeah, because at the end of the day, Mike, he's been fucking done and he's been done bad. Ah, Mo,
Because
salute to you, bro.
because what is Otto Wallin saying?
I don't know, Mike. That's what I'm saying. I've not been really watching into it. It's just little bits and bobs what I've been watching.
Nothing. He ain't saying shit.
Yeah, the only thing I did see, Mike, he's been asking for proof of proof. Salute, Mo. Salute, Gabe. Hope you're good. Um, the only thing I've seen, Mike, is he's been asking for proof of the shoulder injury. That's all I've seen, bro. And they ain't come up with no goddamn fucking proof. Like I say, the only thing I saw was on. I'm sure it was on a Facebook webpage. Was the cheesy ass picture of him in hospital bed with this great big fuck off patch on his shoulder and these like fucking tubes going into him. And
Man,
it
he
was
was in Warner Brothers studio.
yeah, exactly. It was so fucking false, Mike. It was fucking hilarious. I thought that, like I say, man, I've had loads of shoulder injuries over the years doing fucking weights. My rotor cuff's been fucked and shit like that. But I ain't had to go to hospital and have no fucking tubes put in me. It's a load of but well, DOG's a paramedic, so he'll know straight away. He'll tell you. Wallin needs to slap White and get in the ring then. Facts. Facts, DOG. Facts. Fucking facts. Try on two wheels is put. Theo will not win his next fight. Just watch. Dude barely beat Lomachenko because if Lomo pushed the gas a few rounds earlier, Theo would have taken a nap. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that comment there. Yeah, Lomachenko started late. He come on towards the later rounds, but he was too slow. Mo's put a massive fighter late on who you got winning loss. Oh yeah, yeah, Mo. I want Caleb
What up,
Plant to
Mo?
win, but I just can't see it, Mo. I think I don't know. Excuse me. I think Canelo's going to break him down. I don't know if Plant boxes and can move around, then yeah, I'm gonna go for Caleb Plant. But after hearing what the OG said yesterday, that Plant's saying that he's going to stand there and trade with him, I think that's a fucking stupid thing to do if he does do it. But like I say, I definitely want Caleb Plant to win it. I
Don't let that
don't know.
motherfucking Canelo set. Don't let that motherfucker make that
Yeah,
motherfucker. And I'm not talking about like make him feel uncomfortable, like beating him up and he's feeling pain and all this shit. I'm talking about making him have to think to throw them hands.
yeah.
You
He's
know,
got
every time he thinks he's gonna swing, he's about to swing. You better be hitting him.
Yeah, he's he's got to stay away from them fucking body shots as well, them hooks to the body.
Well,
Because
you know what? Those hooks to the body be leaving that motherfucker open too.
oh yeah, I know that, mate. Yeah, but he throws some venom to them body punches. Canelo can throw some venom to him.
You
Fucking
got to
hell.
make that motherfucker pay to throw. You got to
Yeah.
make
Of
him pay
course
for
you have.
something. Like you can't just. And that's why I understand these motherfuckers be letting this dude just bully him. Like some of these guys, some of the guys he fought can hit too. Like you got to do something, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
don't be a professional boxer just to get in that ring and
And
um
freeze.
and not study on this guy. It's
Yeah.
like
Well,
I
Mike,
don't.
my bad. Go on, Mike.
No, I'm just saying. It's like I don't know what the fuck these dudes be looking. It's like you hear it's like, oh nah, I don't watch my opponent and this, that, and the third. It's like, nigga, please, you better be.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what I mean, Mike. That's what Callum Smith never did he? He had them long ass fucking arms, right? Bigger, natural, stronger guy than Canelo. Yet the motherfucker froze like a rabbit in the fucking headlights. And when Canelo was popping him with them fucking kidney shots and them shots to the body, he was doing nothing. He was just taking them. What, like you say, Gabe said, put that fucking jab in his face, or make him pay for it. Catch him on the counter attack. Mike's dropped off, but he never did that. He just fucking stood there and got beat up. He was fucking scared, too scared to fucking throw a punch back. Yeah, he fell off, Mike.
Yeah,
Gabe put,
G5, what's up, man? I see you out there. Nah, man, my accidentally pressed the leave button, man.
yeah.
Because I'm on my phone,
G5's put,
man.
even if the jab's not landing, the key is to make Canelo think. Yeah, facts. Make him try and figure you out. Man, Caleb Plant's got a box tonight. He's got a box. Use them sweet hands, like you say. He's got to move around. He's just got to do the boxing. He's got to use his boxing skills. Don't fucking stand there and try and trade with him. Because if he does, I think he'll get put out early, I think. I don't think dead early, but I think he might get knocked out mid rounds. Stiff jab, make his head snap back. Yeah, facts. Facts, DOG. Right, Mike. I'm sorry to cut it short, but I'm going to have to bust.
Man, you ain't going fucking nowhere,
I've
motherfucker.
got to get up out of here, Mike.
I don't give a fuck.
Listen, you dusty ass nigga. When I say I
Fuck
got to
you
get up
think you
out of here,
doing?
man, I got to get up out of here.
Man, we just started, motherfucker.
I know. I'll come back, Mike. DOG's put he will box and try to stick him. Psych him out, right? Yeah. I hope so, Gabe.
Yeah. I mean, I just really to tell you the truth, I just really hope that it's just a good fucking fight. Like
Yeah,
I'm
me
tired of
too.
watching these fucking Canelo gets this fucking weirdo in the ring and
Punch
just like
bags.
I'm tired of that shit, man. Like I
Mm,
don't want to. If Canelo wins, good. If Plant wins, good. I just want to see a good fight, and whoever wins, cut all the pussyfooting out.
I agree,
And
Mike.
that's it, man.
Because his last three fights have been shit, haven't they? That Yildirim,
Pussyfoot.
Punchbag Callum Smith, and Billy Joe Saunders, who fucking quit. Andrew 100 put, Loz D, you need to stay active on YouTube. Yeah, I do, Andrew. I don't know. You know, Mike, sometimes it fucking piss me off, this YouTube shit, because I've been on here for years, man. The channel's just not going anywhere. It's not growing. But then many a time I think about chucking it in. I was thinking the other day when I'm driving home from work, thinking, I can't be arsed with this no more. Just fucking chuck it in. And then I think, it's my hobby. I love talking boxing. I mean, I don't know a lot about boxing, but I try to give as best as I can. But I don't know, man. Sometimes I don't know. I will next year. I need to put my foot down.
I
Don't
mean,
put.
I mean, but that's one of those things. Is like um, when weirdos come to my channel and stuff like that, and I just say, hey, thanks. Be nice about it and stuff like that, and I think that if I was to cuss them out, and degrade them and stuff like that, you know, more people
Yeah,
would stay
man.
and watch. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. I don't. Sometimes I get a little, a little uptight and get loud, but majority of it, man, I don't. That's why I was laughing at that one dude when I was on Mad Chat's channel. Like, I don't give a fuck, motherfucker. Like I'm not on here to go back and forth with a debate with somebody
No, me
or
neither.
to
Fuck
do all
that
this
shit.
yelling and shit. Like I don't come on here to prove the next man wrong, and stuff like that. Like I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, this is boxing. At the end of the day, just like my favorite team, um,
Fucking runs here,
my
sleep.
favorite fighter gonna lose.
Yeah, yeah, facts.
But I'm not gonna sit up over there and be like some of these dudes, but and do like some of them Anthony Joshua fans is doing.
Yeah,
Like, ride with that motherfucker till the wheels fall off.
yeah, you got
Maybe
to, man.
maybe if the motherfuckers had more faith in Anthony Joshua, maybe he wouldn't have took two L's. Maybe
Yeah.
he wouldn't have done all these things that people are looking at him sideways about. Like, ride with that motherfucker till the wheels fall off.
Hmm.
Like,
Can I just read this comment quick, Mike? Just
mm,
he's put Mickey Dubs put Loz, get this, mate, getting married on the 4th of December, but the future father-in-law has got him tickets to go see London Arthur versus Anthony Yard fight at the Copper Box. What's the situation? Is that? Well, first of all, congratulations if you do get married, my brother. And I think London Arthur's gonna fucking school Anthony Yard again, second time. That's what I see. That fight.
Lions. Yeah.
And I hope you enjoy yourself. He's not. He's a Manchester boy. So yeah, I'm riding with London Arthur all day. Yeah, he's gonna
Lions.
school
Yeah.
Yard. Um,
Lions in the camp.
yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. He's another one who just wasted his career. The God-given talent of a fighter, but just fucking skip past up fighting all the British level fighters and then wanted to go and try and fight fucking world champion.
You know, he should.
He's a
Well,
fucking
he should have fought him. He
disappointment,
should,
Anthony Yard.
and he should have fought him. I think he needed the money, but he should have fought him. He should have fought
Mm.
like some of the level of those guys like over here in America. I
Oh, his
mean,
mate. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
go on,
you
Mike.
have to you have to condition yourself. You can't nobody just hop into boxing with 1 year and start fighting professionals and start knocking every nigga out. It ain't happening. It's like there's years of preparations and years of getting in the ring and fighting different people and learning from your fucking mistakes.
Yeah. But for,
And everybody can sit up here and talk about say this and that and the third, but a lot of us sitting at home don't even know what mistakes niggas be making
mm.
half the time.
Thing is, though, Mike, Anthony Yard, bro, he's like Chris Eubanks, right? Chris Eubanks Jr. I think Chris Eubanks Jr. Is a better fighter than Anthony Yard, full stop. Chris Eubanks Jr., right? Let me tell you something about that guy, Mike. The guy is a fucking fantastic fighter. But the guy's problem is it's too late. He's come too late in his career now. Too late in his career for me. Too stubborn, just like Anthony Yard. Too stubborn. Doesn't want to put that work in. Never wanted to get a trainer. Was too stubborn because he thought he was better than what he actually was. And now look at him. He's never got there. And when he did fight someone who had half decent something about him, he came unstuck all the time. And the same with Anthony Yard. Do you honestly think when Anthony Yard fought Kovalev, if Anthony Yard had had a proper trainer and a proper training camp, that Kovalev would have beaten Anthony Yard? Maybe by a lucky punch because Kovalev was a big banger, but man, he fucking for the first 3 quarters of that fight, he was matching Kovalev for everything. But the lack of fucking having a trainer and putting in the work and the man gassed, didn't he? Never,
Yeah, big time.
yeah. And
Big
now,
time.
Mike, he's getting beat off a guy like London Arthur. London Arthur's a good fighter, don't get me wrong, but Mikey's no fucking world. Well, I don't know because I've only seen a couple of his fights, but London Arthur basically got in the ring with Anthony Yard and jabbed his fucking head off. Just beat
Right.
him, just jabbed his fucking head off with one hand. Just here,
So,
have some of that. Eat
but
more
why
and
is this
more.
not like a good rivalry fight that they're trying to push?
Yeah,
Right? Why
Tyrone
is
still.
that?
Say again, bro.
I said, why they ain't pushing that shit hard?
Because that's what I mean. He's still with Tunde. Tunde's done a good job with him, but he can only take him as far as he can. That's why I think you'll see a difference with Joshua Boazzi because he's learnt that.
Oh
He,
yeah,
he
that
even
would hurt,
said,
ain't he?
yeah, but Mike, but what I'm saying, Joshua Boazzi's gone as far as he can over here. Now he's fucked off to America and he's training with Virgil Hunter, isn't he?
Hmm.
You know, he noticed that he can only go so far in the UK, but to play because America's a bigger country
No,
than
I really think that somebody in the UK just got this fucking weird idea to this one style of fighting, and
yeah,
that's
Mike.
not how it
Cal
used to
Brooks
be.
said that.
And that's not how it used to be.
Cal
And
Brooks
it's
said
like,
that.
huh?
Cal Brooks said that.
Yeah, it's
He said it
true.
on. Yeah, Cal
And
Brooks
that's
said
not
that.
how it used to be. It's
Yeah,
not.
Cal said if you. Cal said on Trill, he said when he was on Trill Boxing Talk, and I watched it. He said unless you go to America and you actually spend time in them gyms in America, you will realize the difference between the training in the UK and the training in America. It's a totally different ball game. The more advanced, the more on the game. I'm not saying that British. I mean, I'm a British guy myself. You know what I mean? I love my country to bits. But what I'm saying is, to me, as a boxing fan, the British style of fighting and the British style of boxing has always been one step behind America. The Americans are the best boxers at certain weights. They're damn right at heavyweights. The Americans have dominated boxing. They just produce better fighters. End of. Whether that's because it's a bigger country and they've got more people in there, I don't know, or the system of how they do it. They just produce better fighters. It's plain and simple. I'm not saying British fighters are shit. He does, but Cal Brooks said the same. He said unless you go to America and you've actually spent time in the gyms over there, you'll realise that the UK is so far behind the Americans on what they do.
It's like when did this happen? Because it wasn't like this.
It
It's
must
like
well,
20 years ago. It's like everybody wasn't fucking fighting like the same. And
yeah.
like when I look at Katie Taylor and Savannah Marshall, I'll be like, what the fuck, man? Like, why is they like? I just don't. I just don't get it. Like they don't have they have fundamental defense, but their defense is horrible.
I, my I don't know, mate. I just there's two. There's like Dogs just put. He's just put. Um, you have to be a special talent in the UK. If not, go to whoever wears best. Fury did it. Not to my liking though. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They've got to fucking Mike. You always bang on about this that boxers should train and around the world. You always say this to me, Mike. You always say it to me. US boxers should come over here and train in the gyms and go to other countries and train in gyms. I totally agree with that, me, Mike. And I think if I was a boxer, I would do that myself. I wouldn't train over here. I would train over here, but over here, Mike, the best training camps over here are Sheffield. You know, the
Yeah,
Angels
you
gyms,
told me that.
places like that. But they produce world champions, but they don't produce enough world champions. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
You need to be going to the camps. I would, me personally. Most, but America is miles ahead in terms of coaching. We just got more fun. Yeah, exactly, Mo. Exactly.
I'm
Um,
just saying, people need more tools in their belt, man. The more tools you have, the more likelihood of success that you have. Especially when
yeah,
you know how to use the motherfucker.
I think though, Mike. I think in everything though, and it's just not the training. It's the fighters of today, mate. The pussies, man. The pussies. I don't
Yeah.
mean that to sit up here and act tough. I don't mean it like that. But what I'm saying is, man, the men of today aren't the men of yesterday, are they, bro? In this fighting game. Same with football over here. The men of today in football, fucking hell, you don't have to touch a player when you're playing football, and they're diving all over the place, and they're holding the legs, and they've done nothing to you. They're fucking divas, man. The fighters of today, there's not many fighters out here now what have got that fucking, they've got that fucking hunger. There is fighters like that, but there's not many. Your Devon Haney's and fighters like fighters who are hungry, your Spencers, your Buds, your Wilders, your fighters like that. There is Josh Taylor, fighters like that.
Mm. Hmm.
You know, that's why I was devastated. I mean, I thought that was a disservice to Josh Taylor. What these TV companies did over here, undisputed. The only undisputed fighter, and they didn't even fucking show his fight on UK TV. And he's a UK guy. No wonder Josh Taylor don't want to claim part of the UK. Just wants to be claimed as Scottish.
Because they didn't want to. I tell
Yeah,
you what. Because they don't. Because there was more work. It's divide and fucking conquer.
it's
That's what
disgusting,
I've been
man.
noticing with boxing. It's like they keep giving these weirdos all the time in the day, but the real fighters don't even want to speak about them until they have to. You know what I'm saying? And still they keep snubbing them. And
Facts.
and when I look at Josh Taylor for them to do something like that, they don't want the limelight to get. It's obvious. You know what this dude is, but you don't want the limelight getting taken away from people like Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury need his fan base back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and they're already over there contemplating about bringing the fight for Tyson Fury up over there in the UK, and he ain't
It's
gonna have
amazing.
as many fans as Anthony Joshua still not arenas. My main thing
Don't know,
is
Mike. Don't know, bro.
yeah, and my main thing is that somebody that's undisputed all around the board. We're not talking that undisputed or fought in multiple belts and multiple horse jockey motherfucking weight classes. We're not talking
Mm,
about that. We talking about grown men weight.
yeah.
And what does he get? And what does he get? Where is he at on all these guys' pound for pound list? And y'all gonna put in a way above him?
Exactly, Mike. Exactly. That's what I mean. You know, I'm going to read these comments and then some good comments come up. But yeah, you're damn right, Mike. That's what I mean. Like, no, this right. Josh Taylor don't get a fucking look in over here, yeah? When he
Mm.
fought Ramirez, didn't get a look in. No one even fucking spoke about it. None of the hardcore fans would have, but not none of the casuals. Didn't. No one spoke about it. It wasn't even fucking shown on TV. Yet next thing you know, we're getting clips of Tyson Fury winning awards for fucking for fighter of the year when the guy hadn't even had a fucking fight in that year. How the fucking hell? See the bullshit?
It wasn't
Like
even.
Nicky said, it's all about the money.
And granted, you, I mean, if you gonna give him that, how come you couldn't give Spence that?
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly,
and this
Mike.
this is what I'm saying. It's because they both did it to themselves.
Mm,
It wasn't like somebody hit Earl Spence's car. It wasn't like um um Tyson Fury had a allergic reaction to something and fucking was in the hospital for a minute and came back to boxing? No, he put booger sugar up his nose, sitting up over there
Yeah,
tooting. Earl Spence was drunk at the wheel. So
yeah,
so not only did you reward somebody for bad behavior, right? But you failed to look at all these other boxers around here.
yeah. But the thing is, Mike, when Spence crashed his car, look how they perceived it over over the media and that. He's a drunk. He's this, that, and the other. He's a drunk. Errol Spencer's a drunk. That's all I saw. People were saying that all about him.
Uh,
He's got Errol Spence. He's got problems. He's a drunk. What? Because he had yeah, he drunk drove and crashed his car. But it doesn't mean that the man's an alcoholic and he's got problems with drink and shit like that. Because that's what I saw on YouTube, mate. And I saw a lot of channels doing that. And
but because
it seemed to be a lot of channels what don't like black fighters.
they would say that before the fight, though. They would say that. I mean, sorry, they would say that before the accident. But I put it to you like this: a lot of these boxers own something.
Mm,
You getting banged up in the gym, you're getting banged up in these fights. You know, somebody's on something. It's
yeah,
either you know, you 40 something years old boxing. Come on, man. I mean,
well,
somebody tell me I'm lying because I don't give a fuck as a prescription drug. You know what I'm saying? If you having to take Percocets every day because you got pain, I mean, let's be real. I'm sorry, buddy, but um, at some point, you know, you dependent on it,
mm,
and drug dependency means what? You're an addict.
yeah, well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
But that don't mean that Spence is a fucking alcoholic, though, does he? You know, just because he might have come
no,
out of the club drunk or crashed his car drunk.
man. I mean, I put it to you
Every
like this:
fucker has a drink.
everybody
I'm
has
having a drink now, but I don't touch a drop through the week. You know, and
everybody has got behind the wheel, and if the police pulled them over, or whatever, they could have been fucking nicked.
mm,
Everybody, in my opinion.
facts, Mo. Yeah, most. But if he was an alcoholic, he wouldn't be forming that class. Yeah, exactly, Mo. And then to come back and whoop Danny Garcia. And Danny Garcia's no fucking mug.
I
Danny
seen
Garcia's a
alcoholics, man.
damn good fighter,
Yeah,
in
you
my eyes.
drinking every day. You drinking in the ring before the fight. You ain't let They can't let that shit go. They can't real alcoholics. The only time they could put a bottle down is when they sleep.
Exactly, Mike. Exactly. Right, Mike. I got to get up out of here, bro.
All right,
It's,
my brother from another mother.
yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure chopping it up with you. Um, most put facts, Mike. Done the drink drive at some stage. Oh, Tyrone's talking to DOG. Right, everyone in the chat, Mo, DOG, Tyrone, Ty on Two
Tyrone.
Wheels,
Boom, boom,
Mickey
boom.
Dub, Rob Sportsman Lee, Ricky, everyone. If I've missed you, Gabe 5, if I've missed you, it's been a pleasure, Mike. I'm Andrew 100, everyone. I'll be back. I'll start doing some more lives, Mike. We'll have to get the old gang back. We'll have to fucking dig Watcher out because Watcher's gone AWOL, hasn't he? We'll have
Yeah,
to try.
he probably got bit by one of those fucking spiders.
No, I did text him. I said to him, listen, Watcher. Oh, Mike One James still in the house. Salute to you, bro. Salute. And thanks for subscribing yesterday, Mike. Appreciate that. Oh, and you, Mickey Dub, everyone. Yeah, we'll have to get Watcher out because I mean, you can't have Watcher going missing, man. He's part of the family.
In
His
my
cousin's
ass.
still here as well. Salute to you, OG. Yeah, can't have Watcher go missing, man. He's part of the family. He's a good bloke, Watcher, and I enjoy talking to him.
We're
He's
gonna
a
get
top
his ass
guy.
together.
Yeah, shut up, you dusty ass nigger. I'm out of here. Salute to the chat.
yeah.
All right, Mike. Peace. Have a good week, Mike. I'll speak to you soon, bro.
Yeah, man.
Peace out. Peace to the chat.
Yeah.